But yeah, that's a great program. And what I've been trying to do to get more involved in the entrepreneurial ecosystem here as a fellow is become, or join a student org called the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization. And I become the president of that. And what we do is bring in local entrepreneurs from Milwaukee to share their stories with our students who are aspirating entrepreneurs, trying to start up their ventures, and try to help them as much as we can. So today we're congratulating, we're giving an award to the Student Entrepreneur of the Year. And this award, we brought in some entrepreneurs. We heard from them, and we judged them based on the creativity of their business idea, their profit performance, and their community impact. And this is a monetary award that we will give to the student. And I'll introduce our award winner. The award winner is Edwin Olvera. He's a Wisconsin veteran of the 452nd Combat Support Hospital, who is graduating in May with his bachelor's in dance from the Peck School of the Arts. And he is also a husband and father of 2 small children, or of 2. I don't know if they're small.
They're little.
Met them. And a small business owner himself of Olvera Enterprises, LLC. And I think we'll hear a little bit about what his company does here in a second. But let's award him. We have a token large check to bring to the large check bank, and a plaque for Edwin. So congratulations, Edwin.
Did I just push the button? Yeah. Here we go. Well, 13 years ago, I was down at Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas, studying to become a physical therapy assistant. And when I was there studying every morning, all the way to at least 5 p.m. at night, I realized one thing. I wasn't moving. Because up until that point, in high school and in middle school, I had been in sports, so I was very physically active. What I know now, 15 years later, is that I'm a kinesthetic learner. So that means I learn information using my body. I can tell stories through that way. I can also learn different concepts, whether it's art or science, using movement. But here's what happened. I came home during Christmas break, and I saw my twin brother. His name is Roberto Olvera. He was performing at the Peck School of the Arts main stage, and it changed my life. From that moment, I went back to the training, the school down in Texas, and I dropped out. Because I realized that my path in this life is to be doing movement and telling stories that way. So in a matter of 3 years of being in the department at the Peck School of the Arts, I got hired by a world-renowned company called Plausible Dance Theater. They pioneer modern dance in America, literally. And while I was there, I learned a unique style of movement, which is partnering, where you take 2 different people who know nothing in dance, whether it's a businessman or woman or an artist, and you bring them together in a room, and they create a product. And that product is a piece of choreography. Now, the product that I do, and I go around and I teach weekend workshops, as well as work with other nonprofit organizations or with high schools and middle schools, it's called Connect. It's a weekend workshop where people come in 4 sessions, so that means literally in, less than 18 hours, I teach them how to communicate verbally and non-verbally using their body with other groups. I teach them how to build trust and confidence quickly, and finally, like any business, you learn to produce a product. And we produce a product pretty fast, whether it's in 5 minutes or whether it's over that period of time. And what's great about Connect is that in the same room, like for example, I've taught where there's been a neurosurgeon, a psychologist, and also a dancer working together in a small team to produce something. This is my team. This is me, a couple years ago. That's my wife, and my daughter, Vivian Rose. Her name is Yulia, my wife is Yulia, she's a Russian Latvian, and I also have a son named Ilya Soleil, so there's another alien in the room, just spelled different. And lastly, Michael Davis. Michael has been a big asset to my business. Michael and I met less than 6 months ago, and he's helped me with doing marketing and graphic designs, and helping with my logo, and all the stuff that you see on my website, so that I can convey my message on to others. What's so great about this is that they help me. They give me honest feedback, like any business, whether you have an employee or you don't, right? They have to give you honest feedback of what's working and what's not. and my wife is my biggest critic, and Michael gives me a lot of feedback on what I'm doing with my product. So kudos to them that I've been able to do this. It's Olvera Enterprises LLC. I just became an LLC as of March 8th, and I've been a sole proprietor for the last 7 years, so I'm happy that I have that barrier now to protect me. These are some of the past clients I've worked with, some pretty major big companies, right? The NFL Network, Artiste is a cell phone company based out of Abu Dhabi in Dubai, and in Egypt. I'll tell you about a couple of projects, and I'll just name off two. One of the largest projects I've ever done is Wisconsin-Milwaukee 2012. It was the largest production. It was a 5-hour production with the Emmy-nominated stage and lighting design company called IG Designs. I did all the artistic creation, the choreography, the costumes, pretty much everything other than the lighting. And I took people who were non-performers and I got them on stage to put confidence and pride for their event. And it was in front of 4,000 people for 3 days straight. And it was the most sold-out event at the Potawatomi Pavilion, which is now called Johnson's Control Center. The other company I'd like to really feature is the MJDS. I love working with large groups of people. It's easy for me. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, MJDS, the whole entire school, that means 270 people. We created a flag dance for the Israeli Day celebration. It was a big hit, really big hit. And lastly, I'd like to share with you extra information. If you're interested in learning more about Connect and what I do physically, right, and you want to participate, for those of you who are non-movers or who are movers, or maybe there's some of you in the room who like to work out, come and check out Connect. It's a weekend workshop. It's going to be happening here on June 13th and 14th, right around the, it's called Gigante Studios. It's a great early bird special, $150. The last thing I'll leave you with is, I'm so happy to be here in your presence, right, sharing what I know about the movement arts, which is dance. But none of this would have happened without my good friend Christy. Christy and I, we met during the Pride Fest organization, or that event. And over these years, she's been telling me about this organization, CEO. She's like, you need to come. And so finally, I showed up. I made time in my life. So thank you. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And thank you guys for nominating me.